So today, we're going to talk about something that is quite fantastic, specifically now that we're coming into the warmer months of the year, the hotter months really. At least here in Iowa, it's definitely getting hot. Air conditioner's finally on. This is a cooling blanket or a cooling comforter by LLanCL. And for what this costs, it's a pretty inexpensive way to give you a nice blanket that you put on your bed, your comforter, but actually has kind of a nice cooling property to it. So today we're going to talk about this, the LLanCL cooling comforter or cooling blanket. Yeah, let's get into it. So welcome back to techgooch, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're talking about this, the cooling blanket from LLanCL. Now the thing is about this, it's not electric, it doesn't have anything fancy, it's not blowing cool air in you or anything like that. It literally just is a fabric that feels cool to the touch. It still has a little bit of an insulation layer in there. So even in, like I actually started using this a couple months ago when it was still cool outside. Actually, we still had the heat on some of those nights. And we actually put this on rather than having our down comforter on, and it still can insulate you. However, the cover is this polyester layer that just, it feels really nice. So what happens is if you're laying in bed, you put it over you, it's just nice and cool. It just kind of shocks you. It's lovely. But it's similar to like the cool side of the pillow, or if you stick your hand into a part of the pillow or something that nobody's been on yet, right? Nice and cool. So it cools down rapidly is probably the better way to say it. If it's not touching your skin and you know, hitting your skin temperature, what happens is in the middle of the night, you'll move just, 6 inches and you'll feel the coolness of the blanket again. It'll kind of pull heat from you. And that's what it's doing. It's literally pulling heat from your body to heat the fabric up. But it doesn't hold the heat very well, at least in the fabric. It feels cool to the touch. Like I said, the best way to describe it is the cool side of the pillow. Once you throw, you move over, oh yeah, that's lovely. But it won't stay cold, right? It'll actually absorb your heat, and then it'll be your core temperature or whatever temperature your body is. And then, a little bit later, you might move again. But you'll get that nice, oh, that feels lovely. That's the nice thing about it. So like right now, we're gonna jump upstairs to my bedroom where I have a king size bed. So I have I think it's 90 by 108 inch version of this in gray. Now they also offer blue, green, gray, yellow, pink, and white, I think is the 6 colors they offer this in. But it's not crazy expensive. We'll get into that in a minute. But let's go upstairs. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll show you. Of course, I'll lay down and I'll be in bliss heaven right now because the coolness is going to feel really good. So let's jump up to my bedroom. Oh, why can't everything in life be this simple? Oh, it's just enjoyable without batteries, plugins, or anything. It's a simple technology. It just feels nice. And so at night when you're jumping into bed, it feels fantastic. That said, you will notice they have these kind of buttons, circular patterns kind of spaced throughout. That's to hold the insulating or the polyester filling layer in place. It's kind of a sandwich of layers, right? You have a lower layer of, ooh, that's nice when you touch the part that you haven't touched yet. Feels lovely. But this is the gray version, so it's gray on both sides. And in between the polyester outer shell is the polyester filling, which is just a nice light amount of filling. Doesn't get too hot at all, but it does have a little bit of an insulation layer. It just doesn't hold a whole lot of heat. I think it's a great way of separating the inside and outside so that both sides feel nice to the touch. But it kind of sucks the heat from your body when you're touching it. And so like right now, now I have a Tempurpedic, so which tends to sleep a little warmer. The newer ones definitely don't sleep as warm as my old Tempurpedic did. We just replaced it this year. But, just move off a few inches and it's all of a sudden nice and cool again. That's the key thing about this blanket. It feels really nice to the touch. I don't have a whole lot of bad things to say about it. It's not an expensive blanket. So don't go into expecting this luxury multi-$100 part, but to be honest about it, so long as this lasts a couple years, I'm not going to feel too bad for what I paid for it, or what it costs, I guess is maybe the better way to say it. So yeah, this is just lovely. Especially, I'm really happy to have it now that we're into the warmer months. So what does this actually cost? And that's a question that depends on the size of your bed. My king size one costs about $83, $82.99, but they also have a 10% coupon on that, so it drops it below 80 with tax probably. I think all the way down to the twin size version, I think is what it is about 43 bucks minus the 10%, so that 10% coupon does nice. It applies to any of the sizes. So check it out on Amazon. I will put a link at the top of the description. And yeah, it is a nice addition to our bed, specifically now that we're coming into the warmer months, to make it just feel cooler, feel nice on the bed. It's lovely. So thank you for watching to the end. This is the LLanCL cooling blanket or cooling comforter. For what it is, it works really well and it's not crazy priced. So that is that. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below. Give me a like if you can for me, subscribe if you want, and we'll catch you back here on techgooch for another future video review. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and we'll see you soon.